Welcome back. Joe Brunsman, insurance broker to the stars. And because politics is driving everybody insane and no one wants to hear about it, today we're going to be talking about the fact that apparently alien abduction insurance is a thing. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, if you didn't catch on from the front picture there, we're going to be briefly talking about Heaven's Gate cult and kind of how this all ties in. Now, Heaven's Gate cult was founded in 1974 by this guy Marshall Applewhite and a female partner of his. They later became known as Bo and Peep, which then eventually became Doe and T. I have no idea why that is. You're more than welcome to read into it. One of their core beliefs was that Applewhite, the male founder, believed he was a direct descendant of Jesus, and apparently an alien was speaking through his body or somehow had infested his body. Now, the 40 some odd members of the Heaven's Gate cult were actually renting a $7,000 a month house in California, a very large and luxurious house. How did they actually afford that? Well, they apparently had started this company, Higher Source, and they were website and web page designers. One of their beliefs was that the Earth was actually going to be recycled in 2027. Unfortunately, Peep, one of the female founding members, had actually died of brain cancer before 1997. And so they somewhat had to change their beliefs. They had to modify it. So it was no longer that aliens were going to come down and actually rescue them before the Earth got recycled. It was that your consciousness could actually be somehow uploaded by the aliens as opposed to your physical body. Now, when the Hale-Bopp comet came around in 1997, apparently Applewhite here actually saw that as a sign and told his followers that there was actually a spaceship that was in the tail of the Hale-Bopp comet. And they then committed mass suicide. 39 members committed mass suicide, and in the belief that their consciousness was actually going to be uploaded to the spaceship in the Hale-Bopp comet. Now, fun little tangent here. One of their other beliefs was that previously aliens had come throughout the history of humanity and actually given technology and shown themselves to humans. So the next time you watch that crazy guy on the History Channel and you're having a good laugh, you'll probably never watch that show the same way again. Now, here's another fun fact. The Heaven's Gate website is actually still up if you want to go and take an entertaining read for yourself. Now, how is this possible? Apparently, two of the members were actually ordered by Applewhite to stick around and run the website. They do have a Reddit Ask Me Anything that I believe you could actually still look up. If not, go to the Wayback Machine. How does this actually all pan out where the Earth is going to be recycled / destroyed, but two members got left around? I have no idea. It's a cult, so take it for what it's worth. If you want to read about them, you can still get the website there. And apparently you can still order VHS tapes from them. Now, what does this have to do with insurance? Well, as I was reading through this story, I saw, this is from the Los Angeles Times, this is not a joke, that the cult members who committed suicide last week had insured themselves against being abducted, impregnated, or killed by aliens. The cult bought a policy on October 10th that would pay out $1 million to each of the members' beneficiaries. Why would they actually need money if the Earth was going to be... I don't know. Anyways, it turns out that the company that was actually offering these policies, which was Goodfellow, Rebecca, Ingrams, and Pearson, also known as GRIP, decided to withdraw from the market because, quote, we don't want to contribute to a repetition of the Heaven's Gates death situation. So there you go. Interestingly, if you keep reading down this is from 1997. GRIP had actually paid its first claim for alien abduction in December of, say, 1996, after Joseph Carpenter, an electrician near London, produced video evidence of what he claimed was an alien's claw. So this is from December of 1996. Been abducted by aliens, no problem, file a claim. So Joseph Carpenter received $1.6 million US equivalent on Christmas Eve, and this was in 1996, so nothing to shake a stick at. After he proved a claim of being abducted by aliens, it is the world's first payment on this type, said Simon Burgess, managing director of GRIP, the London underwriting agency that offers insurance against being, quote, abducted, impregnated, or eaten by aliens. Apparently this was backed by a Lloyd syndicate, is what it sounds like. I'm not entirely sure about that. According to Mr. Burgess, so managing director of GRIP, He said that he's absolutely confident he did the right thing. He's seen the video. He looked at the photos. He's heard from witnesses. He apparently held the alien claw found clinging to Mr. Carpenter's jacket. And he said, quote, insurers don't pay out $1 million unless they're absolutely sure of the honesty of the claim. Going back to Mr. Carpenter here, he said he was videotaped by friends near England being beamed aboard a triangular craft. He claims that he then found himself on board a spaceship, talked telepathically with an alien with a triangular head, two tiny slit nostrils, and an olive dolphin-like skin before losing consciousness. So he woke up, he thought he'd been dreaming, but then he noticed a claw stuck in his coat sleeve. It was transparent like plastic wrap and webbed. He presented the claw's evidence and, defying skeptics, picked up his claim amount of $1.6 million US. And Mr. Burgess said his client is currently fishing in Florida. This is as December 30th, 1996. Now, as I said before, allegedly Grip actually got out of that market because they didn't want to incentivize this type of behavior that was displayed by the Heaven's Gate cult. But rest assured, if you are out there looking for some type of alien abduction insurance, apparently there's still a company that's doing this. Now, this is from the Alien Abduction Insurance Company. They're based out of Florida. I cannot tell you that this is a legitimate company. I have no idea. I have no idea if this guy has an insurance license. I don't know. I am not telling you to buy this. But from their website, which is ufo2001.com, you can see here some type of insurance certificate. And it says that you can get a $10 million abduction insurance policy. The policy is subject to the following terms and conditions. A, dimensional coverage includes any multi-dimensional joyrides. B, sarcasm coverage limited to immediate family members. And then there's a double indemnity coverage. So it'll actually pay out $20 million in the event A, the aliens insist on conjugal visits. B, the encounter results with any offspring ever referred to as the next missing link. C, the aliens refer to the abductee as a nutritional food source or, quote, the other white meat. D, proof of abduction and return with a properly completed claims form. So obviously this looks very tongue-in-cheek here. Now, as I said before, the benefits allegedly pay out, as it turns out, $1 a year if you can file a claim for 10 or 20 million years. That's how you get reimbursed. So once again, I think this is really just like a kind of a tongue-in-cheek, a gag gift. So this is coming from the owner of this company, allegedly. This is from a news source here, Fox 5 DC. This was a recent article. A claim form comes with the policy asking about the type of life form that took you, their point of origin, a tag number from the UFO, a photograph of the aliens, and lastly, a signature from a, quote, authorized onboard alien. So just like every other type of insurance policy, you have to submit notice of a claim, and apparently these are the type of things that you have to include in your claims form. Now, of course, you're saying to yourself, this is ridiculous. However, according to this same news source, one policyholder who made a claim had talked with a professor at MIT who examined an implant that came out of the policyholder's body and stated to him that the implant was not made of any earthly substance, which St. Lawrence said he considered to be tangible proof. Now, St. Lawrence is apparently the guy who's selling these alien abduction insurance policies. So St. Lawrence goes on. I said we're going to waive the signature, and we started paying him $1 a year for 10 years before we lost contact with him. So there you go. All right, with that, I hope that took your mind off politics for a solid 9 minutes. If you want to read something a little more serious and a little more interesting for you, this is my latest book, Damage Control, Cyber Insurance and Compliance. That is where you can go to download it for free if you want to support the cause. Available on Amazon in both physical and Kindle versions. Stay safe out there. Avoid those alien abductions. And with that, have a good day.